Okay, everyone, if you are here, this is video number 3, video tutorial number 3 for your Unit 4 Crime Scenes True Crime Unit final essay. Remember, this essay is worth 100 points. And this video number 3 is how to write the conclusion paragraph and then how to put it all together into one nice final document. Right. So, first things first, again, this is my examples. Yours should be all completed. You should have basically your entire essay completed. Your introduction paragraph, all your body paragraphs should be completed. Of course, mine are blank because mine is just a tutorial, but you should have done all your body paragraphs, which means now you're ready to move on to your conclusion. If all these boxes are not completed for your 3 body paragraphs, then you need to go back and do video number 2 for your body paragraphs. You're on the wrong video right now. But if they are completed, you're on the right video and you're ready to write your conclusion paragraph. Okay, so as you know, in the 5-paragraph essay format, you have your introduction paragraph, your 3 body paragraphs, and your conclusion. Now, your conclusion is not a lengthy paragraph at all, and it has 3 parts to it. 1, you want to restate your thesis statement. The second part, you want to summarize basically the main points that your essay made, and when I say summarize, very brief. And then final thoughts or implications. That's basically where you leave your reader with some, words of wisdom or final thoughts on the topic that you covered. Okay. Now, the issue with this is that most of this writing has to come from you. I can only show you so much. You're gonna have to just try to do it on your own, and then either check it with me, or have a friend check it, or just try your best on it, and I can look over it for you before you're ready to put it together, or trust yourself if you feel confident and you know what you're doing. Okay, so let's get started. So for the conclusion paragraph, the first thing you always want to do is restate your thesis statement from your introduction. Remember, the thesis statement is what your whole essay was arguing. So if I go back up here to my introduction paragraph, the thesis statement was found here under letter C, and it was right here. The thesis statement was, through an analysis of numerous resources and texts related to crime, it is evident that the 3 main groups who suffer the most when a crime is committed are, and then you have your 3 groups that you argued in your essay. These were my 3 groups. So I could simply just do a Control-C and copy it, and then come down here and paste it right here, and I can do that. However, the problem with that is that I'm using the same exact words that I used in my introduction, and that's called being redundant, and you don't want to be redundant in your writing. You don't want to sound like a robot and like you're repeating yourself. So what I would do is paste your thesis statement here, but then go back and just edit it so it sounds a little bit different. Keep the main points all there, but edit it. So pause the video now, copy your thesis statement here, and then return. Okay, so here's what I would do. First, you can have some kind of transition statement to start off the paragraph. A lot of people like to go with in conclusion because it's a conclusion paragraph. That's pretty common, though. You could also just say therefore. I mean, again, there's tons of transition statements that you can use. You don't even need a transition word or phrase, but they do help as well. I'm going to choose therefore, but again, you could go with in conclusion, whatever you'd like. To summarize is another one. There's so many things you can say to transition to your conclusion paragraph. And then instead of having through an analysis of numerous resources and texts related to crime, I'm just going to say through an analysis of texts related to crime. I'm going to shorten it up just to kind of use the same language, but again, not exactly reiterate exactly what I said before. And then instead of saying it is evident that the 3 main groups, I'm just going to say the 3 main groups who suffer the most when a crime is committed are direct victims, witnesses and bystanders, and society. Of course, I have my 3. You should have your 3. Right? So it's basically the same statement, right? But I kind of made it more concise, a little bit more shorter. You can play with the language, play with the words, do your best that you can. So I want you to pause the video now and edit your thesis statement to say the same thing that you wanted to say, only in slightly different words. Okay, if you're back, then that should be done. So now you're ready to go to summarize the main points in your essay. Now, the main points in your essay is basically what was your overall paper trying to argue. And again, I know we were trying to argue our three groups, but just kind of reiterate what you said throughout your paper. So it could be something along the lines of many groups suffer when a crime is committed, not just the three argued, or not just the three stated in this argument. Something along those lines. And then I would just kind of elaborate, again, there's no right way to do this, but you just try to just summarize what was your paper all about. I want you to try doing this in your own words. Don't copy me. So try it in your own words. Maybe I'm talking 2 to 3 sentences. 2 to 3 sentences. What was your paper ultimately arguing? And write it down in that box. So go ahead and copy that down now, or write something out now. Okay, if you're back, then I'm assuming that you're ready to move on to number C, or letter C, I'm sorry. And that is your final thoughts and implication. This is where you leave your reader with like some words of wisdom. After they've read your whole essay, what's some advice you can give to your reader? And don't say reader, or don't talk directly to your reader, but just write out some kind of final thoughts about crime, or final thoughts about suffering from crime. Just some type of conclusion. We're talking 1 to 2 sentences here, where you just conclude your paper. You end on with some kind of powerful words, or a question for your reader to think about, or something related to your essay, just to close it all out with a final statement, right? So what I want you to do is just try to write out a final thoughts right here in this box. So pause the video and do that now. Okay, if you're back, then I'm assuming all of these boxes are completed. And when you read these in a row, they should, or you read your boxes in a row, they should kind of just flow together and have a nice final paragraph to your essay. All right? If that's the case, then all of your essays should be outlined. All of these boxes should be completed, which means you're ready to put it all together. Right? So how do you do that? Well, again, for this kind of essay, I'm just going to be making some blank things right here just to show you. And we've done this before. All you got to do is open up this document. It should be on our Google Classroom. This is the final essay, Unit 4, Crime Scenes, True Crime, 100 test points assignment. And you can see that you're going to want to put your paper here from your outline. So pause the video and open up this document. Okay, if you have this document open, the first thing you want to do is delete name and type your name. So I'm going to write my name, Corey Gassler. Then you want to delete the date and type the day that you're submitting it. It might be 4/21/26, depending on the day that we're finishing this in class. That's the day I believe that it's due, on Tuesday the 21st. So I'm just going to go ahead and type that. But whatever day it is currently, you want to write that. Period 1 is already done for you, and the title of the assignment is already done for you. So pause the video now and change the heading to your paper. Okay, if you're back, then you're ready to put your paper together. So what you want to do is you want to drop your cursor down right here. I have it set up right here or here, indented perfectly, double spaced, ready to go. And all you got to do is you're going to have to toggle back and forth between your outline and this essay. And you just go in order. So first thing is your introduction paragraph. So you want to take your hook, whatever you wrote for your hook. Be careful not to copy the whole box, because then you're going to paste the box. You just want the text. So you're going to go hit Control C, copy that, bring it over here, and paste it. And put a period, and that sentence, again, you'll actually have written out sentences. Then you would come here, take the next part that you wrote for your background information, Control C, come back here, paste it. See when I paste it, see how it automatically double spaced it for you? That makes it easier for the teacher to read. I'm going to do a space. I'm going to come back here. I'm going to grab my thesis statement right here, Control C, come back, Control V, and paste it. And now my introduction is done. Now, of course, mine doesn't look like a real essay because I don't have it completed. Yours should be a little bit longer, more detail, right? And make sure that you have all your proper punctuation. Then all you got to do is have your cursor here, hit enter, and then the tab button. So enter and tab, and that's going to indent it for you again. And then you do your body paragraph number 1, because you're going to go to your first body paragraph. So I'm going to come here, I'm going to copy it. I'm going to come here, I'm going to paste it. And I'm just going to go in order. Everything in order, the way it was written. Control C, come back here, paste it. And I'm going to put my whole, again, you're going to have much more than I have here. But you're going to put your whole paragraph 1 together as one paragraph, your first body paragraph. Make sure I have proper spacing always. And then I would have my final statement, right? Of course, you have much more than I have. And then I'm going to paste it, and there you go. And then I'm going to put my cursor here. I'm going to hit enter. I'm going to hit tab again. And then I'm going to go do my second body paragraph. So, which is actually the third paragraph of your essay. And I'm going to paste it, and then I'm going to continue to do that. So when it's all done, you should have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs. Again, if you do all your paragraphs together, remember, you have to indent every time you start a new paragraph. So there should be 5. Your introduction, your body paragraph 1, your body paragraph 2, your body paragraph 3, and your conclusion. And then you want to kind of go back through, give it one more read, make sure it all sounds good, make sure your punctuation's good. If you finish this at home, you might want to have a family member or a friend or somebody read it, see if they can make sense out of it, see if they can find any errors, anytime you, or anything that might seem confusing, because you want to make sure it sounds nice and neat. And then you should have a nice, clean essay ready to submit and turn it in. Remember, it's worth 100 test points, so you have to do it. Otherwise, your grade will drop significantly in this class, and we don't have much time left in this quarter. So you definitely want to get this done and submit it on time. And that's it. Once you're done, and it looks like an essay, 5 paragraphs with double spaced, then you're all finished. Submit it, and you have finished your 3rd essay of the year, which means we're moving on to our very last unit. Congratulations. Enjoy.